Imagine starting with nothing but an idea. An idea so bold that almost everyone around you calls it crazy. An idea that begins in the corner of a tiny garage, fueled by determination, sleepless nights, and an unshakable belief that the future will be digital. Now picture this, a man working tirelessly, packing books into boxes with his own hands, driving them to the post office, and convincing people that buying online, a strange and risky concept back in the 90s, would one day become the new normal. That man is Jeff Bezos, and the company he built from scratch is now worth over $1 trillion, a figure larger than the economies of many entire nations. But here's the twist. Jeff's journey wasn't just about selling books. It was about vision, risk-taking, and an obsession with customer experience that most people couldn't understand at the time. He saw opportunities where others saw impossibilities. He bet against Wall Street doubters, against competitors who laughed at him, and even against the odds of the internet bubble that almost destroyed his dream. This is not just the story of a company. It's the story of how Amazon rewired the way the world shops, reads, listens, and even thinks about technology. It's the story of leadership, sacrifice, criticism, resilience, and a relentless pursuit of growth. Before we dive in, take just a second to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on the notification bell so you don't miss any of these powerful success stories. Now, let me ask, have you done it already? If yes, thank you so much, you're amazing. If not, go ahead and hit that button now. Trust me, you'll want to stay connected, because every story we share here is designed to inspire, motivate, and give you tools for your own journey. So let's jump right in and uncover how Jeff Bezos built Amazon into a trillion-dollar empire. A journey filled with bold decisions, hidden lessons, and strategies that just might change the way you look at success forever. Chapter 1. Early Life and Formative Lessons. Jeffrey Preston Bezos was born in 1964 in Albuquerque, New Mexico. From a very young age, Jeff displayed curiosity that went far beyond ordinary childhood play. At just 4 years old, he dismantled his crib to understand how it worked. By the time he reached elementary school, he was building science projects, experimenting with gadgets, and asking questions that no one else did. Raised by his mother and stepfather, Miguel Bezos, Jeff learned discipline, resilience, and the value of hard work. Miguel often reminded him, there is no substitute for effort and persistence. Vision is nothing without action. By the time he entered Princeton University, Jeff was already thinking beyond his years. He studied electrical engineering and computer science, graduating summa cum laude, and immediately landed a lucrative job on Wall Street. Yet, despite the comfort and prestige, he felt something was missing. He wasn't building his own dream, he was building someone else's. Ask yourself, what are the skills, habits, or knowledge I can start developing today that my future self will thank me for? Chapter 2. The Spark of a Vision. In the early 1990s, the internet was growing exponentially, and Bezos recognized a once-in-a-generation opportunity. He saw a market gap that almost no one else noticed: online retail. Among all products, books were the obvious starting point. They were universal, easy to ship, and had a nearly endless catalog. In 1994, Bezos made a decision that shocked everyone. He quit his high-paying Wall Street job, packed his life into a car, and moved to Seattle to start an online bookstore from his garage. He believed in long-term vision over short-term security, and he wasn't afraid to go against the conventional path. Audience prompt: take a moment to reflect. What opportunity am I overlooking today because it feels uncertain? Chapter 3. Starting Small, Dreaming Big. Amazon literally started in a garage. Desks were made from doors, and chairs were mismatched. Employees worked long hours, coding, packing, and shipping books themselves. Bezos often personally packed orders and drove them to the post office. Every obstacle, from shipping errors to server crashes, was a lesson. Bezos' philosophy was clear: customer obsession and attention to detail build strong foundations. Start where you are. Ask yourself, What small step can I take today with my current resources to start building my dream? Chapter 4. Overcoming Early Challenges. The dot-com crash of the late 1990s tested Amazon's survival. Stock prices plummeted, investors panicked, and analysts doubted Bezos' vision. Yet, he stayed focused on long-term growth and customer satisfaction. While competitors chased quick profits, Bezos invested in infrastructure, technology, and services that would pay off years later. Think about your setbacks. Ask yourself, how can I turn today's challenges into opportunities for growth? Chapter 5. Expanding Beyond Books. After establishing the bookstore, Bezos expanded aggressively into electronics, toys, household goods, and more. Critics called it overreach, predicting failure. Bezos' flywheel strategy became a game changer. 1. Lower prices, more customers. 2. More customers attract more sellers. 3. More sellers, wider product selection, more customers. Amazon Marketplace allowed third-party sellers to thrive, turning competitors into collaborators. Ask yourself, where can I pivot or expand today to create compounding growth in my life or business? Chapter 6. The Power of Innovation. By the 2000s, innovation was at the core of Bezos' vision. He believed in experimentation, customer obsession, and long-term thinking. One-click ordering revolutionized e-commerce. Kindle transformed the reading experience worldwide. Amazon Marketplace scaled globally, connecting millions of sellers with buyers. Failures, like early mobile devices, were embraced as lessons. Bezos said, "Failure and invention are inseparable twins." Ask yourself, what experiment can I try today that may fail but teach me invaluable lessons for tomorrow? Chapter 7. Competing and Winning. Amazon faced giants like Barnes & Noble and eBay. Instead of fighting head-on, Bezos focused on innovation and customer value. Prime membership, fast shipping, and unparalleled selection created loyalty that competitors couldn't match. Think about your field. Ask yourself, how can I provide more value than anyone else in my space? Chapter 8. Beyond Retail, Building an Ecosystem. Amazon evolved into the everything store. Bezos reinvested profits, expanded internationally, and built an interconnected ecosystem of products and services. Each new innovation reinforced Amazon's flywheel, creating loyalty and compounding growth. Ask yourself, where can I reinvest today to compound my personal or professional growth? Chapter 9. Prime Membership and Customer Loyalty. Prime, launched in 2005, became a loyalty engine. Unlimited 2-day shipping wasn't just a convenience, it built trust and lifetime value. Subscribers bought more, stayed longer, and rarely left. Bezos created a moat around Amazon that competitors couldn't breach. Ask yourself, how can I earn trust and loyalty from my audience, clients, or customers? Chapter 10. Amazon Web Services, AWS. AWS, launched in 2006, rented computing power to startups and global enterprises. Initially underestimated, it became a massive revenue generator and the backbone of modern internet infrastructure. Bezos wasn't just selling products, he was building the infrastructure of the future. Ask yourself, what opportunity in my field is hidden, underexplored, or overlooked? Chapter 11. Day 1 Mindset. Bezos' mantra, it's always day one. He maintained relentless curiosity, embraced risk, and never became complacent. Failures like the Fire phone taught lessons that led to innovations like Alexa and Prime Video. Ask yourself, how can I maintain a day one mindset in my own life, staying hungry, curious, and ready to innovate? Chapter 12. Reaching a $1 trillion empire. Amazon reached $1 trillion valuation, dominating e-commerce, cloud computing, and entertainment. Bezos' principles, customer obsession, long-term thinking, relentless innovation, made Amazon one of the most influential companies in history. Ask yourself, which of Bezos' principles can I apply today to build my own long-term success? Conclusion. Jeff Bezos started in a small garage, armed with nothing but a vision, determination, and a willingness to take risks. From that humble beginning, he built Amazon into a trillion-dollar empire, a company that now influences the way the world shops, reads, works, and even uses technology. But here's the truth. Bezos' story isn't just about wealth or business success. It's about mindset, courage, perseverance, and relentless action. What separates someone like Bezos from the rest of the world is not just intelligence or luck. It's the consistent application of lessons, the willingness to fail and learn, and the ability to think decades ahead. He dared to dream big when others were content with comfort. He took calculated risks when most people would have stayed safe. He remained obsessed with the customer, with quality, and with innovation, even when facing setbacks that would have broken lesser leaders. Now, let's talk about you. Yes, you, the one watching this video. What is your Amazon idea? What is the dream that's been quietly burning inside you but hasn't seen the light of action yet? Today, this is your moment to reflect. Jeff Bezos' story teaches us that you don't need to start big. You just need to start smart, consistent, and with relentless determination. Think about your own life or business. What is one small step you can take today that your future self will thank you for? How can you turn failures into lessons instead of excuses? Are you thinking long-term, like Bezos, or letting short-term comfort dictate your actions? Where can you innovate, improve, or add value that no one else is focusing on right now? These are not just questions. They are action triggers. The lessons from Bezos are meant to be applied, not just admired. Every challenge you face is an opportunity to grow. Every failure is tuition for your next success. Every small victory is a step closer to building something monumental. Remember, Bezos didn't build Amazon in a day. He didn't stop at being an online bookstore. He expanded, innovated, failed, learned, and kept moving forward. This is the mindset you need to adopt. Your own empire, whether it's a business, career, or personal goal, is built brick by brick, lesson by lesson, habit by habit. Take a moment now. Visualize your dream. Break it down into daily actions. Commit to starting today, no matter how small the step. Write down your plan, act on it, and stay relentless. And as you begin this journey, remember these key takeaways from Bezos' story. 1. Customer or audience obsession is everything. Understand who you serve and focus on giving them more value than anyone else. 2. Think long-term, not short-term. Quick wins are tempting, but lasting success comes from consistent effort over years, not months. 3. Embrace failure as a teacher. Every mistake or setback is a chance to learn and grow smarter. 4. Innovation is non-negotiable. Don't fear new ideas or experimentation. They are the engines of growth. 5. Start where you are. You don't need a huge budget, fancy tools, or perfect timing. Begin, improve, and scale. So, here's what I want you to do. Comment below your first action step after watching this video. Let us know what you're going to do today to move closer to your goal. Like this video if it inspired you and the lessons resonate with your journey. Subscribe and turn on notifications so you don't miss more stories and actionable lessons from people who have built empires from nothing. Share this video with someone who needs the push to start taking action today. Jeff Bezos' story is proof that vision, courage, persistence, and learning from every experience can turn even the smallest beginnings into global empires. Your story can be just as powerful. Start now, stay committed, and remember, the next great empire could very well start with you, today. Take action. Keep learning. Keep building. and turn your vision into reality. The world is waiting for what only you can create.